Have you ever seen over 2,700 five-star reviews on anything? Really jaw-dropping, really well-received product here. The Origami heavy-duty 4-tier rack. And you're not getting one, you are getting two today for our today's special. We took $60 off and we even added some really fun new colors. I'm going to go through the colors with you, and while I do, let your mind just be blown by how much weight these can hold. When you add the wheels, you're looking at, 75 pounds per shelf. It actually can hold a little more, as Lou's gonna tell you. We just don't want anything toppling as you're moving it. That's a little bit too heavy. But without the wheels, are you ready for this? 1,000 pounds. Is that even real? How is that possible? And if you're thinking, well, I don't know, what could really start getting that much weight? Wait till you see all the places you can use these. This is what we are calling our cranberry color. This is our bronze. It's a really pretty deep brown. This is the black. I do believe the black was the most popular last night. This is the hunter green, a new color, great for outdoors, great for gardening. I already have 4 Origamis in my home, as we'll talk about later, but one of them is dedicated to my outdoor gardening. So this is a wonderful utilization of that new color. This is the teal, very popular color here is the teal. And the white. Doesn't the white just look so expensive? Very pretty, especially for a kitchen, laundry room, bathroom. And let's get to our kind of more industrial, maybe the colors. I wouldn't even call red industrial, but maybe, it is kind of fun, especially for a garage. We have different silver tones. The lighter silver we're calling the platinum. Here is our red. You'll notice these baskets down here, another customer pick. We have these in white and black still available. And here's that darker silver tone. This one is actually called the pewter. And all of these are powder-coated steel. All of these are indoor-outdoor. All of these are no assembly, but the pewter is the most limited. Lou, are you gonna do the limbo underneath the camera? There he goes. Lou Caputo is here. He is a host. He's been with us forever. You know everything. And a day.
And a day.
And you know everything about how to make things work in your life.
I do. And when it comes to storage, I've been selling Origami now for 15 years.
Wow.
Okay. How many people out there can say they're doing the same thing from 15 years ago? Not many, right? But selling the same product here is almost unheard of.
Right.
To be able to do that, okay? Now, why is that happening? What is it about this? Because I think we over-deliver on the promise, okay? Like, you'll hear me saying how awesome these are, how long they're gonna last, how strong they are. You'll get them home and go, wow, he was really underplaying this whole thing, because they are that good. When you get these, okay, you're getting 2 of them when you get the offer today, right? Today's the day I like to call the hat trick. Today's the day where you need to take advantage of the fact that you are getting that free shipping, because these weigh 37.5 pounds each.
Wow.
So we're talking about 75 pounds of steel being delivered to you for free, plus the flex pay, plus this amazing today's special price. But from the beginning, you're getting 2 of these here. This is what they look like. This is the large rack, the original one that we ever sold here. In fact, it was in this color, in the pewter color, okay? I want you to see how these work. So when you get the 2 of these, this is what they look like when they're set up. They are 12 linear feet of storage, okay? Each shelf is 3 feet across going this way. So there's 4 of them, that's where I get the 12 feet. They're 18 inches deep, so you're getting 1.5 feet storage going back on these. And that's about 6 inches more than most shelving systems are gonna be. These are powder-coated steel. You can hear the quality in them. Now, what does that mean to you? Why do you care? Because they're gonna be chip resistant, they're gonna be scratch resistant, but more importantly, these are gonna be corrosion resistant. So immediately that tells you you can use these indoors, you can use these outdoors. I have some that I use outside in a shed. I've got some on my garage and some inside my house too. So if I just flip this top over, undo this one latch on the back and give it a kick, boom, like that, we've already compacted this down to about 4 inches. Remember, it started out looking like the one next to it, 12 linear feet of storage. Now it's only 4 inches wide, okay? When you get them home, the 2 of them are gonna compact in the same box, 75 pounds of steel being brought to your door. Be nice to your delivery people, because they are not light, all right? To set this up, the hardest thing you're gonna do is get it out of that cardboard box. But once you do, all you gotta do to set it up is just grab the sides like this and pull. Gravity's gonna do most of the work. This is gonna fall open. I'm gonna spin this around so you can see the back. Right here is the Origami toggle. This is a patented design. All you've gotta do is thread this through and push down like that. Notice how the whole thing just sat down right then? So the bottom of this is already rigid. Like, I could actually use this just the way it is right now. If I put the top shelf over, it's only hinged on the one side, so we bring that all the way over like this. Right here, there's one more latch. We pull this aside, we let that drop into place, boom, and we're done. Now, Natasha, we don't call this assembly. We don't use the A word. This is setup.
Right.
Because we're not actually building anything. We're just sort of like letting it do what it does, okay? Then the question becomes, do you want wheels on it or not? And we give you 4 wheels. 2 of them are going to be locking wheels. But are you going to be moving stuff around on it, or are you going to be keeping it in one place? Here's what the implication of that is, okay? If you put the wheels on it, it does raise everything up about 3 inches.
Okay.
So we don't want it to get tippy. So we tell you, listen, limit yourself to about 75 pounds per shelf on this. And for a total of 300 pounds. But it's 300 pounds that you can roll around, which is, nothing to sneeze at.
Yes.
Without the wheels, you can go up to the maximum weight capacity, which is 250 pounds on each one of these shelves. There's 4 shelves. That's 1,000 pound weight capacity without the wheels. But it's 1,000 pounds here. It's 1,000 pounds on this one, which I just noticed was backwards. So it's 1,000 pounds on this one as well. That's 2,000 pounds, which is a ton, literally defined as a ton.
Yes.
So you're buying a ton of storage right now.
There's so much vertical space that I don't use in my home.
Right.
And you know what I even realized today? You and I have talked about these so many times. They're obviously great for garages. I love them for use for in-homes. I use them. I have one in my laundry. I have one in my daughter's room. I have, one in my backyard. I just realized today, so much of my garage storage are things that I take out once a year because it's the Christmas decorations.
Yep.
And then I put them back once a year.
Sure.
I thought if I could put the origami in front of those, for the things that I actually need access to, all of the additional craft stuff, all the sports, all of that. I don't need to have just one set of the, shelves in my garage. It makes sense to add a second set that I can move out of the way once a year.
Well, and here's the funny thing. We call these store decor, okay? So they can be storage in your garage, or they could be decor, in your house as regular furniture. Now, what you were just talking about is something I do in my garage too. And people thought that I'd lost my mind when I did it, and it's this. I have cabinets in my garage, okay? But they weren't enough. I didn't have enough storage from those cabinets. So what did I do? I got my origamis, and I literally put them in front of the cabinets. And people were like, okay, smart guy, how are you going to get to the cabinets now? Well, I said, well, I am a smart guy because I got wheels on these. So all I do is I roll that out of the way, and now I have access to my cabinets just like that. And when I'm done, and this is what you're talking about, put it back into place.
Yes.
That's it. You can't do that with any other kind of storage solution.
Any other shelves you have, if you're saying, well, yeah, but I need those industrial shelves that do not have the wheels.
Right.
And they definitely do not come pre-assembled where you're taking them out of a box and it's finished.
And it's done for you. Well, and so the other part of that equation, though, is yes, it's easy to set up, but if I'm not using it, let's just say that, we went to the big box store, I had this thing filled up with all kinds of stuff, and it's done. We've used up the last roll of toilet paper. It's done. It's gone, all right? Here's what we do. We just flip it backwards, just like it's assembly in reverse, basically. We're disassembling. We're taking this and boom, just like that. Now, it's not a storage problem because it's not taking up space being empty. It's a storage solution, which means I can just stow this away till I need it. And the beauty of getting 2 of them is you might have one right off the top of your head. You're like, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. The second one, you're like, I don't know, but I got one in reserve. So you've always got, I actually have one in my garage right now in the teal color that is sitting out there ready to rock if I need it.
Well, you never know, whether it's gardening season, then you're gonna be using it for that. Maybe it's time to redo a closet, and those are so wildly priced these days.
Yeah.
And I know, we talked about the little connector racks on these, and I said, wait a second, you put a connector rack on the top of this. Now that is a whole new closet solution where I would have loved any of your shelves in your, yes, baby.
You mean these?
Yes. Yes.
So here's the connecting rack, and I want to show everybody this. And we do have another example this we'll show you later, but I just want you to see how easy these are to work with, okay? So these are available if you've got any origami racks that you're buying, if you're buying this today, the Today Special, or if you bought them 15 years ago.
Right.
Any set of 2, you can use them. They have these hooks welded on the sides here, and these will hold up to 100 pounds. They are the exact same size as the shelves themselves, meaning they are 18 inches deep by 3 feet across, and I can put them on any level. So what I mean by that is if I want to, I can just drop this in right here, just like this, and I can say, okay, that's where I want this to be. Or if I want to have a big space in the middle, I can take this, and you were just talking about this, and put it on the top like this. Really, really simple to do.
I literally have a fear of my closet The higher shelf, I can't put things on it because it's falling. Then I add more clothes and the clothes are falling. We need industrial
Watch this.
levels
Here, grab
to
your carts real
hold
quick.
our weight in the closet these days.
Because I want everybody to see this. I'm gonna actually walk this out toward the camera. A little 3D action for those of you at home. But watch this. Watch this. Ready? I want you to see, because these are the connecting racks that are on there. Now, if I pull this back here, and notice how easy it is for me to work with this and move this around here. Look how it just pops right off. Can you believe that? That I took this out there, spun it, and all it does is hook on with those little things. So, again, moral of the story, buy these. Okay.
and how long is it when you add the connecting racks?
So it is a 9-foot run. And what I love about that is if you're like me and you've got a kayak or maybe you've got a stand-up paddleboard or something like that, put this bad boy up on the top shelf just like this. And now you got that space to put that. Look at that. It'll fit right. Anything big, anything long will fit up there. And you still got tons of space here. And P.S., you get 2 of these when you buy this.
All of that lumber, all of those things that are the projects for down the line, now there's a shelf that's long enough and it doesn't have to remain that shelf. I love the idea of having that additional hanging storage if you want it. Those racks are a customer pick as well, and we have them available in the same colors as our actual today's special. So I do think if you can, it just makes sense to grab those. You get 2 of our today's special. You're also getting 2 of those racks when you include it. I think the cranberry, if you want to start looking at some of our uses, should we start on this side and move that way maybe?
We can. We can.
If you want to.
We can absolutely do that. Yeah, we'll just walk.
Yeah.
Let's start there and walk back this way.
Okay.
Just because I want to show everybody how fast you can set this up on our way back there. So if we start all the way down here with this cranberry one, brand new color, just introduced it last night. It's on fire, I'm just gonna tell you right now. This is an example of using it in the bathroom, okay? Because remember I was talking before about the toilet paper? we got toilet paper, okay? But you've got lots of space here. Now, why is this so good to use in a bathroom? Because it's powder-coated steel, because humidity's not gonna affect it. Moisture's not gonna affect it. If you've ever made the mistake of putting a piece of particle board furniture in a bathroom, you know exactly, because you wind up with oatmeal. You know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So this is gonna be a great solution for that. Next to you, the one in black here, this is, I call this the no-brainer. For the garage, of course, you're gonna put this in the garage. Have you ever parked your car in your garage?
Maybe once.
No, and you know, so that's, and usually the response is exactly that or like, no, never. Because most people can't fit their car in their garage because it's got so much stuff in it, okay?
Right.
We're gonna help you take advantage of vertical space that's everywhere in your house that you're not utilizing, okay? With Origami, you can. And by the way, one of the things I love about this one is that's a real tire. These are real 2x4s on here. That's not balsa wood or something, okay? Look how easily, actually you move it. Watch how simple. You do this.
Okay, I'll try. Let's do it.
Oh, there ain't no trying. There's
wow.
only do. There is no try. There is do.
See, and this is why I could put it in front of something else, like the Christmas ornaments.
Even with a lot of stuff on it.
This is not, honey, can you get to that for me or move that for me? And now I've doubled up any of my garage space. And look how easy it, you know, I use these to help me move out of an apartment because lugging things to and from an elevator, to and from a car or a truck, it held all of my heavy boxes, all of my heavy crates and tubs and bags, and I'm able to push it myself and get in and out of elevators and in and out of spaces.
Wherever you need to. By the way, as long as we're standing here with this one, remember before I was showing you the connecting racks, I got another little something that you want to buy.